Hello everyone, this is Shram from LearnOcon, and in this video I'm going to show you how to add an HMI device into TIA Portal project and how to configure an HMI screen to interact with PLC and control the logic from HMI screen. In the previous video we learned how to program and configure a PLC to control a motor. In this example, control is done using push button or direct PLC inputs. Now we are going to implement the same control from push buttons on the HMI screen. Okay, so let's get started. So the first step is adding HMI device. So I'm going to click on the add new device, HMI. Here we have a list of all HMI families from Siemens. For this example, I'm going to pick an HMI device from the SIMATIC Comfort Panel series. So I'm going to pick a 7-inch display, TP700 Comfort, pick the device. So here I can see the screen resolution, supported ports, and few other important technical data. So I'm going to click OK. So it's trying to add a device to my project, and TIA Portal offers to do that using HMI Wizard. However, for this example, I prefer to do everything manually so you get a better understanding about the process. I'm going to cancel this. So HMI device will be added. And it opens the first screen, which is empty. So I can see an HMI device has been added here, and here I can see the elements for configuration, settings, screen, tags, connection, alarm, recipe, and others. The first step is to establish a connection between the HMI and PLC. To do that, I'm going to double click on the device and network. And this screen, I can see the control elements from the network perspective. So I have a PLC and I have an HMI, and I need to establish a connection between these two. So here on the toolbar, I'm going to click on the connection and make sure the HMI connection is selected from the list. Then press the mouse left button key and drag a line from PLC port to HMI Ethernet port. And it creates a dotted line with HMI connection. Okay, that's all. It's all good. I can double check this also by double clicking on the connection under the HMI object. And here it displays that there is an HMI connection between the PLC from a station S7-1200, CPU model, and in the bottom is the graphical view. So HMI panel, IP address, PLC, IP address. So my connection has been established. Next, I'm going to start with creating graphic objects on the screen. So I'm going to open the screen folder. There is already one screen created here, so I'm going to double click on that. To place objects on the screen, we can use the toolbox. So click on the toolbox on the right panel to open it up. And here we can see different elements, basic objects, which are just simple passive objects. And here are elements which can be connected to PLC data. From this section, I'm going to click on button element and drag and drop it in the screen. And then change the label to start. Okay, so I have my first button, and now I would like to connect it to PLC. So how I'm going to do that? So to connect this to PLC, it needs to refer to a data point on the PLC side. Let's switch the screen to our PLC program. So on the PLC program, we have inputs and outputs. There is no data points. So to create the data points, we need something called data block. So I'm going to scroll down here to PLC block folder, and I'm going to add a new block. And this time, I'm going to select the block of type DB or data block. So I'm going to click on this and give it a name on the top. So call it HMI tags. Make sure the type is global DB and click OK. So data block will be open in a form of table similar to Excel. So here I can create my data points. So I need two data points, one for start and one for stop, and a type Boolean. So click here and then type in start. Press tab, and by default it picks Boolean. And in the comment section, I'm going to add start button from HMI. This table has a behavior like Excel, so if I click here and then press the mouse button on the right button corner of the tag and drag it down, can create a copy. So change this to stop. Do the same here to copy the tag. And update the comment to stop. Okay, so now I have my data points, and now I can interconnect them with push buttons on the HMI. But before that, I need to update my program and replace the direct PLC inputs with these data points. So I'm gonna split the screen to see my program and my data table. So I'm gonna replace this PLC input with this start data point. For that, I can simply drag and drop from the table and drop it here, and do the same for the stop. Okay, my PLC program has been updated. So now I need to interconnect these tags with push buttons on the HMI screen. So I'm going to bring up the HMI screen. Here I have the start button. I can simply right click on it and open property at the end. And in the properties section, we have multiple tabs. To interconnect the push button with PLC data points, we need to do that in the Events tab, which now has the focus. In the Events tab, we have all the actions that can be applied to a push button. Click, press, release, activate, deactivate, and change. For this operation, we're going to press this push button. So I'm going to highlight press, and in this table, I can add a function. If I click on this tiny button here, it will pop up a list of functions that can be applied to this button. So from the edit bit category, I'm going to select set bit while key pressed. And here in the pink box, I need to add the tag. So the tag is the same data point from the PLC. I can drag and drop this tag on the PLC. However, if I do this from this window, as soon as I select this tag, it will automatically switch this property window to the property of this start tag. So I will do this differently. So from the project tree, I'm going to give a focus to HMI tag DB. And by that, it will display its content in the detail view window. So here I can see the start and stop. So I'm going to drag start and drop it here. Okay, now my start button has been fully programmed. When I press the button, it will set the bit, and when I release it, the bit will be automatically reset. I just need another copy of this button with the stop name connected to the stop tag. So I can simply press Control and drag a copy of this button. And then change the label to stop. And I will give focus to it. So on the property window, I can see that this button is connected to the start tag. I just need to replace it with stop. So drag and drop stop tag here. Okay, with that, configuration of the HMI screen is complete for this project. The next step is testing everything. So for PLC, we'll learn how we can simulate the PLC program using PLCSIM. So I'm going to save the project and download this to PLCSIM. Okay, program has been compiled and will be loaded now. And I make sure to restart the PLC after loading. So here's my PLCSIM and it's starting up. Okay, so my program is running and everything is good. So I'm going to minimize and move the PLC to a corner. And next is the HMI. For the HMI, you also have the possibility to simulate the screen. Simply highlight the HMI object in the project tree and then click on the Start Simulation on the toolbar. That will execute a simulation tool called WinCC Runtime. And here we go with HMI simulation. This is how it's going to look like on an actual HMI screen. Okay, So I just need to check my program. So I'm going to switch to main program screen. Remove the split screen. Oops, here I can see that I made a mistake. So stop should be the normally closed contact and start should be the normally open. I just need to swap them. So I'm going to cut this one. And then just move this here. And then paste this one. Okay, I'm good. Just need to download this quickly again. All good. I just need to turn on the monitoring now. And let's see both the HMI. Okay, now if I press the start, so the motor turns on. If I release the start, it's gonna stay on using this parallel pad. If I press the stop, it's gonna turn off the motor. If I keep pressing stop, I can see the contact is open. If I release it, it will close. So this will simulate the exact behavior of a momentary push button. Okay, that was it for today. I hope you learned how easily and quickly you can integrate an HMI and configure your HMI screen using TIA Portal. If you liked this video, please press the like button, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.